Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the secrets hidden in plain sight within company filings. Today we're diving into an amended report from TNF Pharmaceuticals, and let me tell you, it's less about new bombshells and more about fixing a small oopsie from their last filing. Think of it as a company saying, oops, we forgot to attach a few things. So what exactly is an 8K CAN? This is an amended current report. It means TNF Pharmaceuticals had already filed a standard form 8K, which is like a press release for big company news, but now they are filing an amendment. Why? Usually it's to correct information or to add something they missed the first time around. In this case, the company explicitly states this filing is solely to add certain exhibits they had intended to include with their original report. This whole filing is a follow-up to an event that happened on September 2, 2025. That's when TNF Pharmaceuticals purchase agreement, or MIPA. Basically, they agreed to buy 100% of a company called LPU Holdings LLC. This is a significant move for TNF. They're not just buying assets, they're buying the whole company. The company they're buying is LPU Holdings LLC, which controls membership interests, which is a fancy way of saying ownership. So TNF is buying all of LPU. This purchase comes with a few other related agreements. There's a support agreement, a registration rights agreement, and a crucial license agreement is particularly interesting as it involves both LPU and TNF directly, suggesting light cell-first technology is a key part of this acquisition. How did TNF pay for this acquisition? Well, they didn't use cash directly. Instead, they handed over shares of their Series I convertible preferred stock. This type of stock can be converted into regular common stock. Later on, the number of shares they gave is tied to a specific amount of common stock. 70,362 shares. But there are some strings attached, certain conversion limitations mentioned in the Series I certificate of designations. This means the final number of common shares could be different depending on certain conditions, which is important to note. Now, about this amendment, the company is clear as day. This isn't a fresh announcement with new news. It's purely to attach documents they should have included the first time. They are pointing interested parties back to the original 8K for all the details and are just adding the supporting paperwork here. This suggests the original filing was complete in substance but flawed in its attachments. Let's look at what they've attached. Exhibit 10.1 is the actual membership interest purchase agreement. This is the main contract detailing the terms of buying LPU. Interestingly, it has an asterisk, which usually means some parts of the agreement, like schedules or attachments, have been omitted. TNF explains this is because those omitted parts aren't seen as crucial for investment or voting decisions and the information is available elsewhere. This is common practice, but it means the publicly available agreement isn't the entire contract. Then we have Exhibit 10.2, the former support agreement. This likely outlines promises made by the sellers of LPU, perhaps ensuring they don't do anything to harm the business after the sale, or agreeing to cooperate during the integration process. Exhibit 10.3 is the form of registration rights agreement. When a company issues stock like preferred stock that can convert into common stock, the recipients might want to be able to sell their common stock easily. This agreement would give them the right to have their shares registered with the SEC, making them easier to sell. And Exhibit 10.4 is the license agreement with Lightsofter Limited. This is probably the most significant document in this amendment. It details how TNF and LPU can use whatever technology or intellectual property Lightsoft possesses. Given the company's name TNF Pharmaceuticals, it's highly likely this license relates to some form of pharmaceutical technology, perhaps a drug compound or a manufacturing process. Finally, Exhibit 104 is the cover page interactive data file formatted as inline XBRL. This is essentially a machine-readable version of the report's primary page, designed for financial data analysis. It's a technical requirement for filings, ensuring regulators and investors can process the information efficiently. While this filing doesn't change the core story of TNF acquiring LPU, it does highlight how important these supporting documents are. The fact that they're filing this amendment suggests a procedural oversight rather than a change in the deal itself. It's like a lawyer dotting the I's and crossing the future performance of LPU Holdings, details that are likely buried within these newly filed exhibits. Looking at TNF Pharmaceuticals, this acquisition of LPU Holdings, especially with the Lightsoft license, signifies a strategic push. They are likely aiming to expand their product pipeline or gain access to new therapeutic technologies. The use of convertible preferred stock as currency suggests they might be conserving cash or perhaps believe their stock is currently valued favorably. However, the complexities of preferred stock and conversion limitations can add layers of uncertainty for common shareholders regarding dilution. The omitted details in the purchase agreement are a minor flag, as investors typically want to see the complete picture when a company is making a significant acquisition. The absence of financial tables in this particular filing means we can't assess the immediate financial impact of this deal, but the attached agreement will be key to understand the long-term value and integration success. What's my take on this? TNF Pharmaceuticals is making bold moves, indicated by this acquisition. They're clearly investing in their future and betting on the technology or assets LPU and Lightsabior bring. The main strength here is a clear strategic direction that involves inorganic growth through acquisition. The weakness, if any, lies in the potential complexity and execution risk of integrating a new company and managing the associated licensing agreements. A key opportunity is the innovative technology that LPU and Lightsabior might unlock for TNF's pharmaceutical endeavor, a new company, and managing the associated licensing agreements. A key opportunity is the innovative technology that LPU and Lightsabior might unlock for TNF's pharmaceutical endeavors. A notable risk is that the success of this acquisition is heavily reliant on the value of the Lightsabior license and the ability of TNF to effectively commercialize whatever it enables. As always, we'll be keeping a close eye on their subsequent filings to see how this plays out and if the promised value. Alright, that's our breakdown of TNF Pharmaceuticals' amended filing. What's your take on these acquisition moves and the importance of these attached agreements? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description for more discussions and insights. Thanks for watching. See you next time.